Ox and Hare presents, in association with True Story FM, the Swashbuckling Ladies Debate Society. Today's adventure, the Almighty Dollar.
Clue 17 unlocked. The seagull perches on the steeple in the rain. Keep trying. The final round is near.
Stop fussing over me. I'm fine.
Your bandages must be changed.
I was only lightly stabbed. I'm fine. I'm even going to have a cool new scar.
Don't even joke. You don't know how close you came to death.
Yes, but you seem to. Carte Blanche talked like she knew you.
Yes, we have a history.
Saffron?
This is news to me. I've heard the name, but whispered as a story. I thought she was a tall tale, like Pecos Bill.
If only. Her sword was real enough. You have a story to tell us?
I don't wish to discuss it now, but know that she's dangerous. If we are lucky, it was a chance encounter, one and done.
And if we're unlucky?
Then we are being hunted, which makes our current mission all the more important.
On the bright side, we are now the richest people in the country.
Laden with loot that we can neither spend nor sell. Unless any of you know a place to unload a few metric tons of rhodium.
Even my connections aren't that connected. The important thing is that we have it, and they don't.
We have just moved the six much farther down the economic ladder.
Yeah, now they'll see how the extremely wealthy live instead of the obscenely wealthy.
We were pretty great. Should the swashbuckling thing go away, we could consider a career as highway women.
We would barely have to change our wardrobe. And my wife looks lovely in black leather.
And you, Master Thief, have already stolen my heart. Who is our next target?
Torsten. We met him briefly at the party with Gertrude. He's in charge of their propaganda wing, known as Free Press Europe, but it's anything but free.
This ought to be good. I'm not sure how you intend for us to stop an entire industry devoted to spreading the lies of the six.
We can't exactly blow up every newspaper press.
Who reads the paper anymore? No, the real story comes from radio, and that's where we're starting.
You want to steal a radio station. Even if we manage to gain access, we'd just be silenced as interlopers.
Or even worse, that we were a publicity stunt.
That's exactly what I'm counting on. But first, we need to gain access to the airwaves. Any suggestions?
I think I know a guy. Or, in this case specifically, a woman.
Clue 21 unlocked. Do 9 men interpret? 9 men, I nod. Keep trying. The final round is near.
Are you sure about this? If you've taught me anything about manners, I know that calling on someone unannounced is a terrible sin.
No choice in this case. She shut herself off from the world. The direct approach is always preferred.
How prepared should we be right now?
Don't worry. She's a sweetheart.
No solicitors, no salesmen, and your Bible will not protect you from my 30-06.
Tex, it's Saffron.
Saffron? From America?
The very same.
Oh, you here by choice or duress?
By choice. I need your help.
Well, if that's the case, what's the phrase I told you to use? To make sure you're on the up and up.
You have a secret passphrase? Who is this lady?
Shush. I need to remember. Oh, what was it?
Time ticking and my fingers itching.
It was a poem. Oh, no, a song. I have it. The stars at night are big and bright.
That they are. Enter my humble homestead.
This place is amazing. It's like an H.G. Wells novel come to life.
Allow me to introduce my wife, Zinnia, and our friend Goldie.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Ladies, this is Mary Texana Loomis.
You can call me Tex. And you roped this headstrong filly into marriage? How'd you manage?
I can assure you, Tex, the Mustang in question was never broken, but it remains an amazing ride.
Hoo-wee. Well, don't that beat all?
Tex, we're here to talk to you about the radio.
Well, if it's all the same to you, I'd rather not. I'm putting all that behind me, pulling up stakes and heading back to Texas where I belong.
Please, we need an expert.
Yeah, the only thing I'm an expert in is getting hornswoggled.
That sounds quite painful.
She means duped. Tex, please.
I'm sorry, but no. But where are my manners? Let me get us some drinks. I'm sure you must be parched.
Tex is wonderful, but sadly, it seems she's unwilling to assist us.
She has good reasons to be distrustful. The Six brought her out here. She's the one that set up the radio network across Europe.
Tex works for the Six?
Unwittingly. You know how they operate, shells within shells. She just thought she was helping spread the signal. She didn't know how they were going to use it.
And when they finished with her, she was discarded. We have seen it happen too often.
Sorry, ladies, it appears all I have in the larder is hardtack and whiskey.
Aha, then pour away.
That'll put some hair on your chest. Saffron was just filling us in on your troubles. I'm so sorry that happened to you.
More fool I. I knew I should have looked that gift horse in the mouth.
Why would the mouse... never mind. At least allow us to state our case.
No, I'm sorry, but no. I'm not interested in any new jobs. I've got some wound licking to do, and I mean to get to it.
You've earned your rest. I'm sorry we bothered you.
That's never a bother seeing you, Saffron. I'm sorry I'm not better company.
What? That's it? You're just giving up?
Tex has made her intentions perfectly clear, and we must respect them.
We sure as hell don't.
Goldie.
No, this is too important. Tex, look, I know we just met, and I'm sorry if I'm not as polite as my friends, but there's something important they left out. The main reason you should hear what we have to say.
Yeah? What's that?
Revenge. The Six screwed you over. We get it. You're not alone in that. But this is our chance to get back at them. And even if we don't knock them down, we're definitely going to bloody their nose. I know you're hurt. You feel betrayed. Your soul is burning with it. And I say it's time to send that pain back where it belongs. What do you say?
I say we're going to need to open another bottle while you tell me your plan.
Clue 42 unlocked, and the dragon will come at the sound of the drum at a minute or two till 2 today. Keep trying. The final round is near.
Oh, someone kills that bird. J'ai la gueule du bois horrible ce matin.
It has been a long time since I've had that much whiskey. What did we do last night?
Our lack of pajamas gives me one clue.
Shoo. Where are Goldie and Tex?
I'm hearing sounds from the workshop.
Hello, ladies.
Have you two been up all night?
That depends. Is it morning already?
It is.
Then we have.
Goldie's been filling me in on your adventures and getting me up to speed on the plan. And I'll tell you what I told her. It can't be done.
It can.
Please, not so loud.
You look like you're in need of the hair of the dog.
Oh, that sounds disgusting.
She means more whiskey.
Ah, in that case, 2 fingers, please.
Look, I can do a pirate broadcast, but why for? People will know it's not legit.
But that's just it. We don't want it to stand out. We want it to blend in. It should sound just like a part of the broadcast in heavy rotation so it becomes the new normal.
Well, The broadcasts are set up in blocks, so you just need to record your pieces so they're as long as the parts they'll be replacing.
And you can do that? Slip our pieces into the hole? Quiet you. It's too early for that kind of talk.
Not for me.
Well, of course I could, but for your final broadcast, there's only one place it'll work, and that's on You Got the Vox.
Oh, yeah, that.
I do not know this show.
It's the most popular program on their network. It's the show that sets the agenda for everything. Their flagship broadcast.
They have it set up like a call-in show, hearing from real people around the empire.
But in reality, all those are actors reinforcing the narrative that everybody's happy and subservient.
I figured we'd attack the station and take the broadcast over.
Well, you could, but I'd advise against it. You'll be racing the clock as it is, but an armed takeover? They'll just cut your power.
Okay, so not that.
You want to be sneaky, and it seems like you do, then you've got to enlist the host, Johnny Dollar.
How do we get him?
Well, the easy part is that he lives in the same building as the station. But as for how you get to him, I haven't the foggiest. He's the face and voice of the Six's agenda, most famous person in the country. You might be in for a struggle.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Let's try to out-swindle a swindler.
Clue 61 unlocked. The old lady with cakes has already passed by, but there are many wonders in a cow's head. Keep trying. The final round is near.
Give me the gift of a grip-top sock, a clip-drape, ship-shape, tip-top sock. Not your spin-slick, slapstick, slipshod stock, but a plastic, elastic, grip-top sock.
Johnny Dollar.
What? Oh, so this is it.
Excuse me?
They've finally finished with me. But sending 3 assassins to do the job? Well, I have to say, that's a sign of respect.
We're not.
Fine then. Do as you will. I won't put up a fight, just please. Not the face. I'd like an open casket at my funeral. Let the people mourn the right way. I'll see you in hell, mother.
Mr. Dollar, please get off the floor.
I'm Madame Egalité. This is Madame Liberté. And Mademoiselle Fraternité.
We're not here to kill you.
Then you're here to rescue me. Oh, thank the stars. I've waited so long.
You want to be rescued?
This has been the worst gig of my life. I mean, after playing Johnny Dollar for years, how am I ever supposed to get another acting gig?
You're an actor?
Of course. Who else could take this swill and make it sing? But can we talk about that on the way out? Just give me a moment. I have a few dozen suits to pack.
Actually, we have something else in mind.
Not a rescue?
Rescue, sure, yes, totally. But first, a final performance, the last act, and then everyone, including you, gets to say goodbye to Johnny Dollar.
Will there be a death scene?
Do you want there to be one?
Of course.
Then there definitely is, for sure. Here's the script for your last show.
Perfect. Let me just finish my warm-ups while I read it over. Round the rugged rocks.
I suppose this means he's on board with the plan.
Now we just need to convince the rest of the continent.
Stick to the script and it'll all work out.
Then on with the show.
Round the rugged rocks, the ragged rascals ran.
Final clue unlocked. She is the very pineapple of politeness. All clues are in play. Stay tuned for the final round.
All is in readiness. You know your positions?
I'll be in the control room.
I'm at the phone bank.
And I will be ready at the entranceway should any guards decide to disrupt the show.
Well, Goldie, you got us this far.
Now it's all up to Johnny Dollar.
Bon courage. Places, everyone.
Good evening to all of you out there in Radioland. This is your friend, Johnny Dollar, and this is You Got the Vox. Now, normally, this is where I start the show with today's top stories, but we've got something else planned for you today. That's right, it's time to play The Great Game! Folks, I never thought this day would come, but here we are, the end of the road, the last quarter, sudden death overtime, the whole enchilada!
He's going a bit off script.
Nah, he's improvising. Let him have his fun.
To all of you who have been listening, reading, following along at home, thank you so much. Meeting so many of you, having you play along with us, pretending this was all real, well, it made us so proud. You really got into it, and that just made us work all the harder. But all good things, as they say, must come to an end, and it's time for our little game to pick a winner. I've read all your letters, and some of you have gotten very close to the answer. But in this game, close isn't close enough. There can only be one final victor, and we're going to meet them tonight. Now, if you've been following along all the pretend news stories we've been publishing, all the audio dramas we've performed as if they were real, then I know you've gathered the evidence. And I'm sure you've been filing away all the clues we've been airing in our promo spots. Get close to those phones because this is it. I'm going to read you the final clue and then give you the secret passphrase. Once I read it, then the first person to call in and give me the right answer will be the winner of $1 million. Are you ready? The final clue is this. She is the very pineapple of politeness. Once again, that was, she is the very pineapple of politeness. And the phrase that pays is what I'm going to say next, right after these words. Here we go.
For goodness sake, just get on with it.
This is it. Ready? The phrase is, shy gypsy, slyly, shyly, tryst by my crypt. And let's go to the phones. This is You Got the Vox with Johnny Dollar. Who am I speaking with?
Johnny? Is that you?
It most certainly is. Who am I speaking with?
It's... With whom am I speaking?
What's your name, darling?
I'm Esther Bluebell, and I live in Rotterdam.
Are you a fan of the show, Esther?
Of course, I never miss it. We all love you here in Rotterdam, Johnny.
I added that in. Made it seem more sincere.
Oh, you're too kind. Now, Esther, you've been listening to the show.
Since the very beginning. What a fun game. Clues and puzzles hidden in all these made-up news stories. I've been playing for years.
Then you know what's at stake. Sweet Esther, can you tell me the answer? The one we've been waiting to hear.
Well, Johnny, I've been working it out. I've done all the reading, and unless I miss my guess, I think what you want to hear is this. In nature, there's no blemish but the mind. None can be called deformed but the unkind.
Oh, Esther, that was the correct answer.
I did it? I figured it out?
You did it, Esther. You are our grand prize winner.
I can't believe it. I won.
Neither can we. Stay on the line and someone will be with you to get your information.
How are we doing?
I think they've got wise. A large group of armed soldiers is attempting to enter.
Wrap it up, Johnny.
Friends, I just wanted to say what a privilege it has been to perform for you these last few years. And I know you'll start throwing out your papers, burning our books now that none of it matters anymore. It was all part of the elaborate fiction we created for the game. I understand, but I hope you had fun along the way. I'll miss you all, but it's time to say goodbye and move on to newer pursuits.
You're pushing your luck, Johnny.
And in closing, I want to Sorry, I'm just a little overwhelmed with emotion, and no, it's something else. It's my heart. I can't take it. Oh, remember me as I was, your favorite host. I'm coming to see you, Betsy. Who'll feed my cat? Oh, the rest is silence.
Oh my gosh, he's dead!
You really think that'll work?
I hope so. Telling everyone that it's all lies would just make them believe it all the harder, but making them think they were in on a conspiracy from the beginning, it'll either make them feel superior by pretending they knew, or angry for feeling like they were duped.
Either way, it throws suspicion and confusion at them and sabotages their ability to spread their lies.
And what about you, Johnny Dollar?
I'm afraid Johnny Dollar died last night. I wonder if they'll dim the lights in West End.
Who are you now?
Back to my birth name, I guess. Get ready, theater world. Here comes Horace Zimmerman III.
And thank you, Tex. Without your help, none of this would have been possible.
Gotta say, it was nice seeing the network I built finally used for something good.
However, your plan to leave should probably still be performed.
I already got my passage booked. Spending some of that ill-gotten loot. Mr. Zimmerman, it just so happens I have a rather large cabin. Would you care to accompany me?
Me? Go to America?
Well, we ain't got the Olympic Theater, but there's always Broadway.
Well, everybody's got to play to the sticks at some point. You've got yourself a companion.
Look out, America! Here comes Horace!
Ha!
Season 3, Episode 2, The Almighty Dollar, was written, directed, and edited by Kyle Olson. Our producer and sound designer, speaking to you live from the center of the action, is Ryan FitzPatrick. And here with the color commentary is our talent wrangler, Brooke Underveith. Starring Amy Shaw as Zinnia, Anastasia Plumb as Saffron, Gallo as Goldie, Mandy Fabian as Tex, Mandy Kaplan as The Voice, and Justin Kent as Johnny Dollar. Our theme song is written and performed by Hedley Knights, and our interstitial music is Intended Force by Kevin Macleod. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Ox and Hare so you won't miss the next thrilling adventure. The Swashbuckling Ladies Debate Society is an Ox and Hare Media production. Old format, new ideas.
Hey, Swashbuckling fan. You know, if you were a member, instead of listening to me right now, you'd be hearing a bonus scene. And not only that, but you get episodes a week early and hear the special miniseries that's running concurrently with Season 3. Find out how you can become an honorary swashbuckler over at truestory.fm/swashbuckling.